right hand overhand, left hand underhand. I have a little drill that should help. And let's just have them right overhand, left underhand. And keep your hands at roughly the, your solar plexus height, And now turn to the back wall, keeping the poi at the same height. So right hand's overhand, left hand's underhand. We're not moving the poi, we're just moving ourselves. This is an advanced version of the rotator. So we want to keep the hands at this height without rotating the palms. Let's rotate to the front without rotating the palm. And then we rotate to the left, and then rotate to the back without rotating the palms, keeping the poi parallel to each other. You would be 1 to the left and back to start. Now 2 to the right, then to the left and back to start. Then 3 to the right, to the left and back to start. So let's start in the starting position, right overhand, left underhand. So rotate 90 degrees to the right, then back to where you started, then 90 degrees to the left, and back to where you started. And turn toward me. Well, let's start with your left poi. Hold it there. Don't even worry about your right poi. Now, turn a little bit so you're facing diagonal. And keep it flat, pushing that way. Now turn a little bit more so you're facing a little more diagonal. And now turn a little bit more so you're pushing outward to the side, but you're facing front. Swoosh across the bottom of the turn outward to the side to keep it vertical and parallel to the front wall. Now turn back to the side. So it should be on your side plane now. And now turn back to the front, slowly, 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 pushing it out to the side to get it to stay. And then come back to the side. And then turn to the right again. And then turn back to the side. Left is underhand, right is overhand. Okay, now we're gonna do a tiny micro movement, a little bit turning to the right. And then a little bit more. And then a little bit more. And then a little bit more. And then turn back to the left a little bit at a time. And then you'll get back to the left side. Your right hand's overhand here, left hand's underhand here, so facing this way. Right hand, now turn to the left. And now turn back to the front, or turn back to your side rather. Just the right hand. And then we're turning to the left, keep it behind you, don't rotate the wrist. And then turn back to the side. And then turn back to the front. And then we're gonna turn back to the side. And now let's put the left hand in with it. So the left hand is underhand, right hand is overhand. Okay, both of them the same height. So your hands are lined up with each other, basically. If you were to look at it from the side view, they would look like they were lined up with each other. And then both poi would be on the side plane. So let's get that part right. And get them both at the bottom of the turn at the same time. From here, try a little bit of turn, 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 and then turn back to the side. Just a little bit. It seems like this was just a new thing in general, was you getting comfortable with turning while the poi stays still. Yes, so that's, and then turning while the poi are in opposite direction and they stay still is an even more complicated version of it. Yes, okay, so with right overhand, left underhand, practicing turning the 180 degree like this. I think this drill is going to be really useful for helping you clarify and trying to maintain control. If you're struggling with it, you can move up against a wall and one of the poi will be against the wall as you're turning, and you'll know if it messes up because it'll hit the wall. And then you'll want to do its companion. So we didn't do this today, where the left hand is overhand and the right hand is underhand, but the same drill where you're moving from side to side through the full 180 degree motion, trying to keep the poi as close to you as possible without flipping the wrist to go down low.